Magandang araw po muli at tayo magpapatuloy sa ating pag-aaral sa ating subject, Mathematics 7. At ako po muli ang inyong guro si Teacher Yul. At ngayon po tayo ay nasa week 7 na at ang topic natin ay about sa real numbers. Okay po, ang ating objectives po dito ay we have 3 objectives. Number 1, illustrate the real numbers. Okay. Real numbers and its subsets. And number 2, arrange the real numbers in increasing or decreasing order. And number 3, represent real-life situation involving real or real numbers. So let us discuss first the meaning of the real numbers. Comprised of any number that you can think or use in everyday life. It is the compilation of all types of numbers. So each real number represents a unique number along the number line. On the real number line, a point corresponds for every real number and a real number corresponds for every point. So in mathematics, a real number is a value of continuous quantity that can represent a distance along a line. The adjective real in this context was introduced in the 7th century by René Descartes, who distinguished between real and imaginary roots of polynomials. So yan ang mahalagang dapat nating malaman at ay sa buhay natin ay napakarami na tayong alam na numbers, no? Pero hindi natin alam yung pangalan. So ngayon malaman natin po ano yung mga pangalan ng numbers. So dito po, by using the Venn diagram, makita niyo po yung real number system. So it is divided, no, into two parts. So the rational and the irrational. So yun lang po ang dito, no, tatandaan nyo. Rational and irrational. Okay? So, nabanggit na natin kanina, yung rational, irrational. Okay. So, sa rational, meron tayong kasama dyan na integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers or counting numbers. Irrational po, wala nang kasama. Okay. So, on the other way, gamit naman ang chart. Real number system, pareho pa rin. Mga examples na po. Symbols, huwag kalimutan, rational, quotient, letter Q for quotient. Irrational, mayroon siyang bar line sa Q, no? Irrational numbers. Okay. So, ito po ang kompleto. So, bukod sa real numbers, meron pa tayong number 3. Yan. Then, pagbaba sa real numbers, meron tayong rational numbers and irrational numbers. Then, under the rational, we have the integers and fraction numbers. Kasama rin dito ang decimal numbers. So, sa integers, kasama na po dyan yung negative, positive, and 0. Okay, so tatandaan niyo po yung ginagamit na po natin yan. Then, after the positive numbers, we have natural or counting numbers and the whole numbers. So, kasama rin po ang 0. Yan, under po siya ng 0. Then, pagbaba po ng natural numbers, we have the prime numbers, composite numbers, even numbers, and odd numbers. So, that is the family, no? Family numbers. So, ginagamit natin palagi. Alam na natin magbilang, pero may mga tawag po sa kanila. So, dapat ito kabisado nyo. Tandaan kasi kapag na-encounter nyo po sa mga tanong, alam nyo na kung ano yung pangalan ng numbers. Okay, karagdagan pa dito ay ito, natalakin natin yata last time. Rational numbers. Nakaraan na lesson. So, pag rational numbers, dapat yung kanyang can be expressed as the quotient, no? Sa division, fraction, or p over q. But your denominator or divisor is not equal to 0. Remember that. Okay. So, ayan. Okay, so, rational numbers, irrational numbers. So, kasama na rin, pareho lang yan. Okay. Then, rational, it is meron siyang at least yung value niya ay sakto. Okay, even it is decimal. Okay, meron siyang exact value. Ano po? Unlike the irrational. Okay, so the real numbers can be arranged in increasing or decreasing order. So this time, how to arrange the real numbers? no? For example, number 1, arrange the following numbers in increasing order. So, hindi natin ma-arrange ito na maayos o agad, no? So, we need to use the other form. So, dapat i-change mo sa decimal form para mas mabilis. Yan ang helpful ika nga, no? So, katumbas ng negative 4, that will be 4.0. That is the decimal equivalent. 1/2 is equal to 0.50. Okay, ito. So, gagawin natin decimal lahat. Then, at the same time, kapag nakuha mo na yung equivalent sa decimal number, malaman mo na yung kanyang maliit papuntang malaki. Okay, so number 2, the same pa rin. So, halo-halo na form of numbers, iba-iba. So, you are going to change to decimal numbers. But this time, the arrangement is to decreasing order. Okay, so madali lang po. And then, example of the real life situation which is involved real numbers. So, pinag-usapan dito yung ating ina-apply ng application sa bahay, sa labas ng bahay, sa school. Okay. So, the question is, it is a problem. 4 students divide the pizza that they bought after class, no? Represent the part that could be received by a member using the number. So, yan, how to apply this. Papakita mo according to the question. So, 4 students divide the pizza. Ayan, so, if you want to draw a figure, for example, you have your pizza, circle ko yan, hindi lang bilog. So, you're going to divide to 4 parts. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong tig-isang bahagi, So, 4 pa sila naghati. So, that's the equivalent to fraction 1/4. Each member will receive 1 part of the whole of pizza, which has been divided into 4. Okay, so that's how to translate into mathematical equation. Okay, so ayan. For number 4, we have in an election for classroom officers, 11 students declared as winners. So there were 60 students in the class, so 11 only are the officers. Okay, so what will be the equivalent to fraction? So that is 11 over 60. Okay, so what if the follow-up question? So what about the students who are not officers? So what will be your answer? So 60. Okay, so minus 11. Okay, 60 minus 11. So that is equal to 49. 49. That is the equivalent. 49 over 60. Okay, so because we want to check that, we have 49 plus 11. Okay, over 60. So equals to 60 over 60. So this equals to 1. Then, ito, mga dapat tandaan kapag nag-solve ng problem solving. So, read and understand the problem. Okay? Draw the and sketch the visualize the problem. Ibig sabihin, you can draw a figure. So, this about 60. So, mag-drawing ka ng maging angkop dito sa problem about the officers. Kung paano ka mapadali. Identify the operation that will be used. Operation. Answer the question. Check the answer. So, karagdagan na lang po sa pagsagot ng word problem. Remember the word agos. Okay, so lagi nang ginagamit natin. So, what is asked? What is asked? Okay. Kasama yung answer. Okay. What are the given? What are the given? And then what are the operators or operation? And then the solution. So remember that the acronym AGOS. So now we have the illustrative example number 5. There are 60 students in a class. 3/5 of them are girls. How many girls there? How many boys? So find first the portion of the girls, or you make first the 5 units. Okay, so ito yung illustration natin. Then the part of the girls is 3/5. The part of the boys is 2/5. Okay, so ito yung sagot natin. So getting the value, so what will we do? So we have 5 units. So para makakuha natin yung value, that is 12. Okay, so this part is 1/5 multiplied by 60. So 60 divided by 5 equals 12. Or you can compute directly, no? Times 60. So it will give 36 also. Okay, para lang po yan. So how to do that? We have 3 times 60, that is equals to 180 over 5. Okay, so simple and 36 points right now. The same dito, times 60. So equals 2 times 60, that is 120 over 5. So the answer is 24. Okay, pala pa rin. So like 2 times 12 kasama ito. 2 times 12, then 3 times 12, pareho lang po yan. Okay, so it's up to you. Paano yung mga ways mo na alam na pwedeng gamitin para mag-solve ng word problem. Okay, so ayun. Tapos na po ang ating lesson about the real numbers. Okay. So, thank you po sa ating panonood. See you again. God bless.